So, the year is 2007. John Cena is WWE champion, the coach just won the Super Bowl, and LeBron James is 22 years old, leading the Cavs to a 50-32 record, putting them second in the East. So, with that information, let's talk about the playoffs. In the playoffs, the Cavs played the 7-seed Wizards, which was led by Gilbert Arenas. The Cavs got rid of them pretty easily, sweeping them and now moving on to the second round. In the second round, the Cavs played the Jason Kidd and Vince Carter-led Nets. The Nets put up a better fight than the Wizards, winning 2 games, but the Cavs still ended up winning in 6. And now it's time for LeBron's most important series up to this point in his career. LeBron is now in his first Eastern Conference Finals. And in this round, he played the 0-4 champs, the Detroit Pistons. He has a chance of either making his first finals or getting sent home like he did in 06. Now let's talk about Game 1. In Game 1, the Cavs fall short to the Pistons, losing by 3. LeBron couldn't buy a bucket that game, only having 10 points, but also had 9 rebounds and 10 assists. The Cavs are now down 0-1 in this series. Now let's move to Game 2. In Game 2, it was the same outcome. The Cavs lose by 3, and now they're down 0-2 in the series. And now it's time for Game 3 in Cleveland. In Game 3, the Cavs win and now only down 2-1 in the series. In Game 4, the Cavs can either tie the series at 2-2 or go down 3-1. Game 4 was a very close game, but the Cavs ended up winning by 4 and tying the series at 2-2. And now we head to Detroit for Game 5. In Game 5, LeBron had the best game of his career up to that point. He dropped 25 points in the last 2 minutes and helped the Cavs go up 3-2 in the series, now headed back to Cleveland for Game 6. In Game 6, the Cavs put away the Pistons and now head to the NBA Finals. In the NBA Finals, they face the San Antonio Spurs, a team that won the championship 2 years prior to this year. And now it's time for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. In LeBron's first game, he kind of disappointed, only having 14 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds, and ended up losing the game by 9. So now the Cavs are down 0-1 in the series. But in Game 2, luckily, he had a bounce-back game. He scored 25 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, and had 7 assists, but sadly, still fell short to Spurs. Now the Cavs are down 2-0, headed back to Cleveland. They're looking to win a game on their whole court, but Spurs are looking to go up 3-0 in the series. And they do just that, beating the Cavs. And now it's Game 4. The Cavs looking to keep their season alive, but the Spurs are looking for their 4th championship in 8 years. And they do that on the Cavs' home court, winning the series 4-0, sweeping the Cavs. And now they are the 2007 NBA champions. Now let's fast forward to 2008. In 2008, Kanye West dropped 808s and Heartbreakers. Triple H was WWE champion, and LeBron was 23 years old, having an amazing season with the Cavs. At just 23 years old, LeBron was averaging 37 and 7, also playing in his 4th All-Star game, and won All-Star MVP that game. He also made an All-NBA team and led the Cavs to a 45 and 37 record, putting them 4th in the East. So now let's talk about LeBron's 2008 playoff run. In the first round, they played the same team they played in the first round last year, the Wizards. But this time, the Wizards are looking for revenge. Last year, they got swept, and now they're looking to win the series. In that series, LeBron averaged 29, 9, and 7. He ended up putting the Wizards away in 6. And now the Cavs are moving on to the second round. In the second round, the Cavs played the newly formed Big 3 Celtics. Both teams are looking for a run at the championship. The Cavs looking to go back, and the Celtics looking to get there. In the second round, LeBron put up 26, 7, and 6, and put up a great fight against the Celtics, taking it to Game 7. In Game 7, LeBron had an amazing game, having 45 points, but it just wasn't enough to beat the Celtics, and the Cavs losing 7. So let's move on to 2009. In 2009, Hole dropped the Blueprint 3. Randy Orton was WWE champion, and LeBron James was 24 years old, leading the Cavs to a 66 and 16 record, while winning his first MVP. Now let's talk about the playoffs. In the first round, the Cavs played the Pistons. LeBron and the Cavs got rid of them pretty easily. They set them home in 4, and now let's move on to the second round. In the second round, the Cavs played the Hawks. They also got rid of them easily by sweeping them in 4. So now the Cavs are in the Eastern Conference Finals again. And in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals, they played the Dwight Howard-led Magic. LeBron had an amazing series against the Magic, putting up 38, 8, and 8. Also having this moment during the series. But that wasn't enough, and the Magic win the series and advanced to the NBA Finals. So now let's move on to 2010. In 2010, Drake dropped Miss Me, featuring Lil Wayne. Batista was WWE champion, and LeBron James is now 25 years old in his contract year with the Cavs. And this season, he won his 2nd MVP and led the Cavs to a 61 and 21 record, while averaging 29, 7, and 8. So now let's move on to the playoffs. In the playoffs, the Cavs played the D Rose-led Bulls. In that series, he averaged 31, 9, and 8, and got rid of them in 5. In the second round, LeBron played the Celtics, a team that eliminated him 2 years prior. and now he's looking for revenge. In that series, LeBron did everything he could. He averaged 26, 9, and 7, but sadly couldn't pull out the win. The Cavs lose in 6, and now we go to the offseason. There's reports now speculating that LeBron might leave the Cavs. And on July 8th, LeBron announces that he will be joining the Miami Heat.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
He grew tired of losing and wanted the championship that he'd been always looking for. And on the Heat, he felt like he could finally get it. Now the Cavs are LeBron-less and looking for a new star. But that's a different story for a different day.